Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Nation. Now today, I'm going to be doing my first real Xenoverse video after having played the game plenty. I'm going to be giving you guys my first impressions of the game. And I gotta say guys, this is my favorite Dragon Ball Z game of all time. Now I know a lot of Dragon Ball Z YouTubers have been saying this, and you know what? They are not wrong. I've played about close to 20 hours of the game. I have not beaten the campaign quite yet. I'm about 85% of the way finished with it. That being said, I will have plenty of Xenoverse content on this channel once I unlock everything. I've just been trying to get everything unlocked for you guys, as well as enjoying the game. Now, why do I think this is the best Dragon Ball Z game of all time, and why do I love this so much? Number one, it's 3D fighting done right. In my opinion, Dimps really hit it out of the park with the 3D fighting in this game. The combo system is vaguely similar to Burst Limits, which was my favorite fighting of all the Dragon Ball Z games. Budokai 3 was my favorite, but as far as gameplay goes, I enjoyed Burst Limits the most. And this feels like Burst Limit in 3D to me still. I know a lot of people disagree with me, probably, but that's how it feels to me, having played it extensively. Now, another reason why I love this game and why I think it's done so right is the story. I don't need to go over the story as well as risking spoilers, but let's just say in the beginning there's a lot of repetitive missions, but as the game progresses it gets very interesting and there's some really cool stuff done with the story, especially towards the parts that I'm up at. But that being said guys, more of the things that I love. This is just going to be a whole video of me gushing. I will point out some problems later in the video. But I just love the character creation as well. Even though for the Saiyan there's about 15 hairstyles I believe, I found one that I absolutely loved. It was the same one that I had on the network test. But I just love the combat and it's so balanced. I haven't found any exploits. I never, except for one thing, which I'm going to get to in a minute. I haven't ever really felt like I lost for a cheap way or anything. It's all about ki management and stamina management, which I absolutely love. I love the RPG aspects. I love, like I said, I love the combo system. I love the supers. I love all the voice acting was great for the most part. There are some hit or miss points, you know, here and there. But the parts that I did feel are a little bit frustrating. Like I said, there's some repetition in the beginning of the campaign, but it's not too bad. It's very few and far between. But there are some segments later in the campaign where I don't know if it's just maybe I'm doing something wrong or something, but there are enemies that they don't get flinched when you punch them. Unless you hit them a lot, then they'll start to flinch, but eventually they'll gain like a quote-unquote shield back. There's no meter to display this, I believe, but the flinching enemy is a little bit annoying. I mean, I still managed to get through it, but aside from that, guys, the RPG elements, I love those. You can't just put, the thing about the RPG elements is you can't just put a ton of points into health and attack. You need to manage your stamina and your ki, because stamina is going to help you block and dodge attacks, and that is very, very important in this game, because if you run out of stamina, I've noticed I've ran out of stamina before, you get destroyed because an enemy will get you in an insane combo and you can't do anything about it really, because you can't dodge because you lost all of your stamina or you didn't put enough points into them. As well as the random, there's kind of like these random loot drops that happen in parallel quests. You know, if you replay quests over and over, you have a chance to get rare drops and all that. You can find materials on the ground with your scouter or by using your ki to sense energy. As well as I mean, I haven't gotten there yet, guys, but I know that there's the GT characters. Although I have GT, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. But for some reason there's like a bug or something Dino, Rhyme Style was telling me about, that there's some bug going on right now with the game, so I can't play as my Vegeta, which is very disappointing. There isn't much lag really in the game, but in Toki City there are some frame rate hits on the Xbox One. I assume the PS4 is basically the same. There can be some frame rate hits if there's about 30 characters in front of you. It's nothing bad because you're just exploring Toki City. As well as in combat, you know, it's smooth as hell, you know, fighting and all that. There's not really many bugs in there, but there are some audio glitches I've noticed. A lot of, I'm going to admit, I'm not going to try to defend the game. There are some, it seems that there's some audio missing in some of the destruction, and maybe some super attacks will cut off audio too soon. But mainly a lot of the destruction when you knock over stuff, there's really no audio for it. Like if you knock down a mountain, there's no sound for that at all, really. At least for the Xbox One version. I can't imagine it being different for the other ones. But it's a little bit confusing to hook up with a party at first with your friends, but once you get it down, it's pretty simple. There could be some tweaks there, but I mean, I've had a blast playing with my friends, and I have gotten disconnected quite a few times, guys, and it as well has kicked me out of single player sessions, which I find very strange. It was a little bit annoying, but I mean, this is one of those games that I love so much that the annoyances kind of get, you know, washed away when I just start playing it, because when I'm in the combat, I don't care about any of this stuff. It's just such a fun game. It's honestly one of the most enjoyable games I've played in a long time. Budokai 3 was one of my favorite games of all time. Now it's very close to GTA 5 in my mind. It's definitely in my top 5 games of all time. For me personally, for you obviously, that could be different. I'm just saying, I love the game to death, and I hope you guys do too. If you guys have any questions that I forgot to leave something out, I know I probably did. But if you guys have questions, let me know in the comment section. I'll probably do a full review on this game. I'll have to plan it out very well because I'm terrible at doing reviews on the spot. This is kind of an on-the-spot, you know, one take first impressions video. So if you guys want to know anything about the game specifically, I'll let you know. There are some bugs in the game, but as far as the core combat it's pretty pitch perfect. There could be some tweaks here and there, but when Xenoverse 2 drops in a few years, we're going to be all good on there. So guys, that has been the video for today. Keep an eye out on more Xenoverse content very soon on my channel, and thanks for sticking around, and as I always say, guys, I'll catch you later.